Hey, Space Watchers, and good evening from Karlsplatz in the center of Vienna. And yes, Markus, your microphone is on.
So fantastic.
I have a very special guest for you, the voice behind the Space Café Podcast, the award-winning filmmaker Markus Mooslechner, for you here in front of whatever it is. What is that?
The Karlskirche. We're here in Vienna.
So Markus, how are you doing today?
Fantastic. Being able to join you in whatever we're doing right now is a fantastic moment.
Space Café Clip, that's one of our premium formats besides the podcast.
Yes, and I have no clue what we're talking about, so this is a big surprise now.
We will talk about the LPS, the ongoing Living Planet Symposium here in Vienna. Not here in the city, because here we have now the Space in the City, or City in the Space. No, Space in the City event for the public audience with art installations and the space bars and all this cool stuff. So you attended today the real thing, the LPS. What is your first takeaway from that?
My first takeaway is, in fact, what's happening here. The public outreach and the LPS is also about shifting our view, not outward but inward. LPS is all about looking from space down on Earth and trying to understand ourselves. And I think this is critically interesting, to use technology and make meaning of what we as a species do on this planet, for good and for the worse.
We have a lot of data. We have terabytes of data that are coming down from the Copernicus, from all the other systems. So we know that we have an issue here on Earth. We know our leg is broken. What else do we know? Do we need to know in addition to that? So as soon as we're not taking actions, and we're just, to our audience, we're just a bit distracted because there's an art performance in our neighborhood, and you hear the subwoofer just passing by. We spare you the view that we had. So,
but it's fun.
Bear with us.
Everyone should be here.
But I ask a serious question. So we have data. We know the leg is broken. When do we take actions?
That's a very good question. It's a very hard question because it's a political question. It's political will. And in democracies, usually the people should have the vote. But currently, we're still struggling to find out who is actually calling the shots in our democracies. Is it the governments, whoever they are, or is it the people's wish? We know from climate change, climate action, non-happening climate action. So is this really something that you and I want, what's happening on Earth? Or is this something where other motivations are behind, like motivations to make profit, or to make money, or to have whatever kind of benefits? So I think this is a very tricky question you're asking. When it comes to the Living Planet Symposium, it's all about, I think, irrespective of the political agenda behind those things, it's all about giving us data to make informed decisions about ourselves. The question is, do we want to make those decisions? I think when it comes to climate change, there is not much more we still need. We know we are breaking the biosphere. We know that we are doing things wrong. It's just a matter of making informed decisions, and this is a political thing to do, and that's the problem we have as a species.
So the bottleneck is getting these data translated into actions, because we have them in the science institutes. We know reasons for whatever, when we reach the tipping point, and what will be the consequences out of this tipping point. So things like that, just to keep it on the level. But what is missing is the actions. And I mean, we talk about unpopular questions here via the next round of subwoofers coming along. As you said, we can. But the question is too serious, obviously. So what can we do? Is there something we can do, or just wait and sticking with the momentum and say, okay, yeah, we behave, we don't drive more than necessary, we go electric, all of that? So
I think all we can do is make decisions for ourselves. And I think this is, I'm hoping I'm not boring anyone out there, because this is a conviction we all have. We all understand, or maybe many of us understand, what the right thing is to do. The right thing is not to harm anyone. The right thing is not to pollute our planet. The right thing is not to break our biosphere. Why do we not do it? Why do we decide against it? Why am I also traveling by plane? So I'm not preaching things that, so I'm not holier than anyone else.
No.
So I'm also flying to destinations. That is not good, I understand. But we have a way of life, a way of living we need to profoundly reflect upon and question, is this the right thing to do? And if it's not the right thing to do, I am also very happy to pay my contribution and challenge and stop doing things I'm used to do. So I'm happy to do so, but the question is always who starts first?
Absolutely.
Who's the first to do so?
Yeah.
Again, for the Living Planet Symposium here, it's a fantastic a fantastic mixture of what we have here available on the planet, from science, from technology, from institutions, as to what we already know about the planet. So there's not much more information we need. We have it on the plate, and that's the challenge. Now I think it's for everyone, you, myself, and you, to decide what to do.
Absolutely. So we know we leave you here with a big question mark, but hopefully some food for thoughts as well. Markus, thank you very much for your time. We will enjoy the evening here in the city, while another round of subwoofer engagement is passing by. With that, Space Watch out.